will have to be a part of. I am forwarding on an exercise, the special presentation.
Ma'am, I've made you the host.
Okay. My
Yeah, thank you. Let me just try to see whether I can mute the participants.
Yeah.
Mute all. I'm not. Yes, I think we can start. Guys, good afternoon.
Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon. Good afternoon. Yeah. Before we go to our next discussion, let me just share a couple of documents which I want you to understand from my side as a part of our teaching process in the paper 6 communication and presentation skill. I have been told by ISTD that I'll be dealing with the second part. I repeat, the second part of this paper 6 communication and presentation skill, under which I am supposed to take only 3 modules. Okay, for your ready reference, I'm showing you the document which I have received. One is module 4, which is audience engagement. Then it is module 5, which is presentation skill. And module 6 is also the other nuances of presentation skill. Module 4 covers what are audio-visual aids, need for AV aids, type of AV aids, principles, selecting the right aids, advantages of AV aids, and limitations of AV aids. Module 5 is presentation skill, which talks about taking care of stage fright using proper body language, voice modulation, whereas module 6, presentation skill, talks about powerful opening of a presentation and a graceful conclusion, content that is objective-oriented, audience-centric, logical order, supported by data, fact, example, etc., using storytelling and so on. Then improvisation, handling emergencies, etc., language of topics, equipment not working, etc., because of which the improvisations actually happen. Then the audience, handling questions and so on. And module 7 is supposed to be the revision class. Okay, so the people who are present right now, I hope you understand that this is the scope of our session here. Yeah. Anybody did not understand it, you can ask me question from this particular document. We all are okay? Again, I repeat, within the scope of my 5 sessions, only these 3 modules I'm supposed to cover. By the way, the book which has been referred to you by ISTD, that has been written by myself, the full book. Okay, you can see my name there. So I know the part A must be dealt by some other faculty member, whereas this part B I am dealing with. Now, as far as our last 3 sessions are concerned, let me also share what I have done so far. Any question from that part, please feel free to ask question. Okay, let me just share what I have done so far. This was the first class where I have started talking about the communication and presentation skill, the audience engagement. And I said, because it was the first class, we need to have a kind of bridge between the participants and myself. Therefore, I started talking about the audience, the type of audience and etc. So these were some of the slides, what we have shown. And then we directly went to this audiovisual aids. Okay, there we have talked about this audience analysis was the introduction part, as I said. And then we have gone to these audiovisual aids. Okay, we have talked about this. Okay, we have given the examples like this. Okay, and because the participants, some of you have talked about artificial intelligence as a as a complementary AV aid, it was very nice, and I would say the big value addition to our discussion. So along with the whole thing, what we have shown here right now, once again for your ready reference, we also spend some time on artificial intelligence and how we can use artificial intelligence as AV aid for our presentation and communication. We moved on and then we tried to see how a PowerPoint slide should be written wrongly and it should be rectified properly. We have discussed that. Then we have talked about effective preparation of content of a PowerPoint slide. And we have said that because we all are experienced people, okay, somebody has mentioned, yeah. Because we all are experienced people, we can just go through the slides, and if you have any question, please do come back. There were certain questions also, and we have tried to answer that as well. Okay, these were some of the tips for effective PowerPoint presentations which we have touched on. And then we talked about principles of AV aids. Okay, and how to select the type of AV aid, that also we have discussed. And every time we have given the emphasis on the nature of audience. We have also talked about budget and sustainability, the venue needs to be taken into consideration, and etc. And then we have talked about advantages and limitations of AV aids. Okay, from this particular space, if anybody has any doubt, please ask me. I'll wait for 5 minutes. Let me see. Please ask, because after today, we will be not having time to come back again. In case any confusion is there among yourselves, guys, please come forward and ask me question.
Hi, everyone. Please talk. Ma'am is talking. If you have any doubt, kindly clarify, because I am getting certain messages that, there are certain things that are not clear. Now, utilize this opportunity. Ma'am is ready to help us. Himanshu, Garima, Smita, Ruby.
Ma'am, now it is so much clear because earlier we are not, very much clear about what is being taught, particularly model wise. So one is this, and you have cleared it right now in the beginning of the class. So now, no questions from my side.
Okay, I'm sorry to say I had no idea about what was happening in this particular platform, because I was only given 5 sessions and these 3 modules I was supposed to cover. So I was like totally taken aback when I came to know that I need to clarify further, but that's perfectly fine. You please carry on, guys. Wherever you want to ask any question, please do so. The first part of the slides I have already shown. Any question, any doubt, anything I have to clarify, please do so, but be within the scope of my sessions. I'll not cross that within only these 3 modules. Of course, the 1.5 module is still left behind. I'm only addressing the part which I have covered so far. Okay, so any other question, people? I'm waiting, no problem. Take your time. I'm all yours.
Ashish, Neeraj, Navdeep, Pooja, see, Rajalakshmi, everybody is here. Kindly ask, anything related to what madam has taught also. If you have doubt, madam can definitely re-clarify. It's for your own interest. Is everyone?
Ma'am, is there any chance of sharing the PPTs, ma'am?
Already done.
Yeah, it'll be.
I didn't get it actually, so I just
It'll be
okay.
uploaded by Tuesday. All the
Okay,
people.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
No? Okay, fine. Let me go to the next PPT which I have shared with you, which I have
Ma'am,
shown you.
a
Yeah.
small, can you start your camera while taking the session? A small request.
See,
You want
even
to see my face,
participants'
huh?
camera should be on. It's always a two-way thing that's happening here. Thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah. Please.
Yeah, participants request you also to, if possible, switch on your camera.
Yes, it's a two-way communication. So if you want to see me, you have to show yourselves also. But I feel it is a kind of distraction because there are so many people here. And if you continuously see the face, that will be kind of distraction because sometimes the people are looking at the other people's face rather than looking at the stuff which I'm sharing. So as a faculty, I will use my discretion and stop my video. Right. So this is the second slides, second file which I have shown. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just coming in the last moment. Just one request. Could you please put your screen on the slideshow view because we can see a lot of slides like your which you're going to present or which are presented. So while you're presenting, if you could put it on the slideshow. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Done. Okay. Yes, now you can see my face. You can see the full screen also.
Thank you
This is
so
the
much.
second, no problem. This is the second slide which I have shown. Okay. And these are some of the things which we have talked about. To begin with, we started talking about the stage fright. Okay. And there we have talked about what are the stage fright, what are the issues we face while we are giving the presentations, while we are communicating to a group of people. And there it was very enlightening and very, I would say, enjoyable session I had with all of you guys because so many people have actually participated and they have shared their experiences here. And then we have talked about certain pointers. 1 minute. We have talked about certain pointers to overcome stage fright. And then we talked about one example. And we also tried to give the ideas about what do we think about this particular real life situation. And a lot of good ideas were generated. We had a very fruitful discussion on that. Then we have started talking about body language. I repeat, we have started. Okay, so please, if you have any confusion, please don't be confused. Body language is still getting continued. Okay, body language you have just started, and there we only talked about facial expression. Okay, and we in facial expression we talked about certain examples here. Yeah, and then we talked about what are the functions of eyebrows and eyes here when we are considering body language as the complementing tool for our verbal communication. Till now, if we have any question, please ask. We have 5 minutes time. You can take aram se your time and ask and get clarified. Whatever you want to ask me regarding this, please do so. Any question? Anything up to this, what we have done so far?
Ashley, Arya, Lata, Harsha, Prachi, any questions from your side? Saurabh,
No question.
Akanksha? See,
For
all
now, we can start, ma'am. If any doubt comes in, we will pitch in between.
see,
For now, we can start it.
Ruby, the reason I am again reiterating is I got a lot of messages from your team. And that's
Yeah, maybe not particularly for this paper.
no, it was
Maybe for different
mentioned.
papers.
The reason, no, it was mentioned. So that's the reason I'm saying. So if you're all clear, I had specifically requested ma'am that, to help all of us. So if you guys are giving a go ahead, ma'am, thank you so much for taking the, whatever I told you and bringing us on the same page.
Yeah, similarly, if it happens for other papers also,
happen
the
for
way it has
everyone.
begun,
It'll
so it
happen.
will be great.
That's why I'm still here on the call.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
No, I prefer you be on the call because still some more doubts may come because it was not very clear that which paper the participants had the doubt. So it may not be only in my paper, there may be the other papers as well.
Yeah, I'll
Okay,
be there.
yeah.
Yes,
Therefore, my request is if it is possible, be there through the whole session. Okay. And let's see how it goes. I have no issues because, as I said, the study material which has been provided to the participants that has been written by me. So
Yes.
I know exactly what is there in the syllabus.
As I have 3 other sessions going on.
Okay, so you have to be there. Sure, no problems. No
Going,
problem.
but yes.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you. Ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, so let me just share the third slide, which we have already started talking. Just give me one minute. I'm not able to share it.
Ma'am, you're on mute.
Ma'am, you are on mute.
In navigation bar, you can see the slideshow, ma'am.
Yes, I have unmuted myself as well. Yes, done. Okay, so you're able to see the screen and you're able to see me. So I'm just stop my video now and let's go to our discussion, which is this. And we will continue with the type of body language. Okay. So basically, the other things which we have to take into consideration about the body language is mouth. The mouth may also show a dropped jaw, which may indicate surprise. Open mouth, it may indicate fear. One side of the mouth elevated, it may indicate hate or contempt. Raised corners, it may indicate happiness. Lip biting, it may indicate anxiety. Pursed lips, it may indicate distaste. Covering the mouth, it may indicate the communicator trying to hide something. Any question? Okay. There are other type of body language.
Ma'am, please repeat the last slide.
Covering the mouth, it may indicate the communicator trying to hide something. And then I said, any question? Question?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, what would we mean by distaste here? Like somebody having pursed lips.
Distaste means disappointment, annoyance, hateful feeling, disliking perhaps. But the pursed lip is an indication that the person who is getting distasted or disliked, he is or she is having more power or more authority because disgust or whatever. So my negative emotion, I'm not able to show in any other way. So I'm trying to use the lip movement with the pursed lips so that I try to kind of send a signal silently that I don't like you.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Right.
Ma'am, can you show some example
Oh, ma'am, any sort of pictures so that it can
of
be
mouth body language? Can you just start the camera and can show some examples so we can understand much better way?
No, I don't have right now the examples of such, but you can check with the Google and you can see some of the figures there. Okay, the mouth, the facial expression, the basic facial expression I have already shown in our last session. Today also I have repeated that these are the basic emotions. I do not want any participant or myself to use our face as a case study here, because that intrudes the privacy. I will not do such thing, but you can always go to the published pictures or photographs which you can get in Google. See that if you are not getting any, you would say, enough understanding about that picture, please share that in our next session. I still have one more session to go. There we will be looking at that photograph and analyze that. Is it okay? Because photograph
Ma'am,
is something.
for example, here are the maximum participants from the training background. If
Yeah.
tomorrow they want to take the training, can they say the same in front of the public? Like it is a part of privacy, or we can't do in front of audience like that.
Okay, you need to understand one thing. When you are conducting a training session there, without your permission, the things are not getting recorded. Here, everything is getting recorded. Okay, let me just stop share. Everything is getting recorded. You are Himanshu, right?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes. So Himanshu, everything is getting recorded and that will be publicly available. So if you want to show your face, please do that because you are willing to do this. Many other participants may not like it. Whoever wants to do that, please be my guest. So Himanshu, can you please switch on your phone? I mean, switch on your screen, please, and show that.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
what we can do is you can stop recording in case you want to do this.
Yeah, ma'am.
And start
Yeah,
it.
I don't know
Definitely.
how to do that. So next session, you please talk to the people in ISTT and just do
No,
that.
ma'am, Usha only. What you can do certain sessions where you do not want it to be recorded, you can stop the recording. And once, like what Himanshu said, in case you know.
I do not know how to do that.
1 minute, I'll tell you.
Attending the session through.
Do you see 3 dots, ma'am, at the bottom?
Yeah.
So in the 3 dots, if you click, there you will see an option called stop recording.
Yeah.
You can click on that.
Okay.